things wrong, but hopefully you just learn from those things. So, we try and do that. So 1, 2, 3. So we try and do that and keep track of things. And the other thing that I think is really cool and important is the fact that you have good people around you. And we've been very fortunate, even, long before my time. Coldwater was a kind of a baseball mecca and a great town to have baseball. And, I can go through the list of hundreds of people, Coach Lau, Quinberry, Al Rackesty, a lot of guys around that area that have just been able to help and do things. We've had, I think, 9 or 10 different JV and freshman coaches that help out, and a lot of them are ex-players that know the system, and, you're only as good as your parts, so you make sure you try and find good people, and, we've been fortunate enough to do that.
Now, I think that some people have the idea that coaching baseball is maybe a little bit easier than some of the other coaches. Sports that you might coach, you fill out a lineup card and you send them out there. But I've been told by baseball coaches that there's a lot more to that. As you look at successful baseball coaches, what do you have to be able to do as far as instruction and teaching the kids to be successful over a length of time?
Well, I think it's changed a little bit. Back when I first started, and it was still kind of a deal where it was still you had to go out and play, and what you did for fun was you went to the corner park and called 6 kids, and they all met on their bike and put their glove on their bicycle and went down there and played and learned the game a little bit. Well, now we've become more of a video game age where they do it with their fingers and toes and all that stuff. And so that's changed a little bit. But I think if you get them to buy into the system and do well that way, I think you get things accomplished. But you got to make them believe. You got to make them feel important, and try and find a role for every kid on the team, whether it be big or small. Not everybody can be the starting pitcher and that type of thing. But if you're the courtesy runner and you're going to score a game-winning run in the 7th inning as you sat there and done nothing all day, that's pretty important. It's a small role, but that's what we try and do a lot. And the other thing is with baseball in the spring, there's just a lot of things that go on that, kind of mess kids up. Seniors are graduating. It's getting close to the end of the year. So you got to try and keep all that in perspective and keep them focused on the game when it's time to get there. And, we've been pretty lucky with that. So it's been good.
Now, are you a sunflower seeds guy?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. You got to have something to do out here. That bubble gum, your jaws get tired and old. So, yeah, we do that, and it's a lot of fun. And, we're sitting up here in Battle Creek. There's 4 fields going to baseball, and, we're just proud to be a part of it and, keep that spirit going with baseball because, I think sometimes with the lack of the kids getting out and playing and doing things, we got to do more. We have to schedule more. We have to do more. We wish we didn't because we think kids learn a lot more if they do it on their own and learn to coincide with each other and that type of thing. But, right now that's not the way of the society. So we're out here trying to keep kids playing baseball.
Have you had any players, continue on after their high school career and whether it be college or the minor league level, go on and play some more baseball?
We have not had anybody make it into the professional ranks, but we've had 7, 8, probably since 2007 or 8, and then before that we probably had, it averages out to about 1 a year. A couple years we had 3 or 4 kids go play somewhere, and that's nothing that you're ashamed of. I mean, it's just great to see kids doing things like that and being able to continue their career, and they come back and coaches talk about being prepared and doing things, and so it's nice to know that we have taught some good baseball to kids.
Have you had any of your players ever go on and do any coaching?
Yeah, probably, I think, 12
wow.
in one capacity or another. And actually, we were talking in our Hall of Fame thing, we had to say what the most memorable moments were. And, it ended up being, I guess I thought, where a couple of years, well, actually, Chris Adams was one of those. He was a former player in the summer. He went to Hillsdale High, and then another gentleman, Tony Workacheski, and they came back and, they beat us. And, that's going to happen. But, it was nice to see the pride, the energy, everything that happens that way. And we're quite excited that they've shown that they've done some things right. So that's been good. So we like that part of it and see those guys do well. And, Chris won the state championship there, and, we couldn't be more proud of those things to be able to be a small part of it.
Finally, Coach, before we let you go, you're obviously really busy tonight with more baseball, but what about the future for Coldwater baseball? How's the team look for next year and beyond?
Well, we always like to think it's going to be good. We always say that. I had a gentleman ask me one time, how many games in a year we were going to win. After we got prepared and got started, and I just had one simple answer. Well, how many do we play? And that's the attitude.
Right.
That's the attitude we try and take going into it. We can play anybody, anytime, and we'll play them hard and go from there. So that's good, and we like it that way. So it's fun. We'll have to do a little work next year. We lost quite a bit of our pitching staff. We had 4 good senior pitchers, and we were 26-9 and had a very tough loss in the first game of the district. So we'll have to get back to work and get those young guys ready to go.
Well, Coach, obviously we want to congratulate you. It's a tremendous honor being inducted into the Michigan Hall of Fame, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. We certainly appreciate it, and we'll say hello to all those Hillsdale County folks that we knew growing up. We kind of getting lost in touch, and but it's good to know they're still around and still supporting us.
Try to win some games tonight, all right?
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you very much. That's head coach Randy Spangler.